but for example, where am I? Hello? When Mr. Barkley, when Mr. Barkley stood to make a public statement, he prefaced that with his taking exception with being called you people rather than citizens. That was also backed up again when Lauren spoke. He also said that that is also omitted out of here. And I'm sure it's just, there's a lot going on, I know that, but there is also some very large gaps in the explanation about the complaints. For example, Gina Baines, she did not identify herself. There was a lot of discussion about that, but it seems to be omitted from this. That concerns me. I know it was really, there's a lot going on, but I think it's important that our minutes accurately reflect what happened. So there's my statement. Karen?
With respect to the minutes, it's stated that Lewis, city administrator, believes that the points that the city attorney made as far as what his review was, as he reviewed the allegations, the bullet points are sufficient to present. And I'm not clear whether, Mr. Gomez, you meant that the city attorney instructed you that bullet points from an executive session could be presented, or exactly what did you feel you're authorized to disclose out of an executive discussion pursuant to advice from our city attorney?
What I heard was that it could be. However, we received additional information since, and he is saying that nothing. So initially we said we could release findings, and then just recently he's saying not to release any specific findings.
So at the time you made these remarks on the record, you felt that you had authorization from the city attorney to disclose contents of an executive session. Is that correct?
Yes. The findings.
Findings.
Just the findings.
In the form of bullet points. But you've since realized that that's not okay to do.
Well, he stated.
He stated it's not okay to do.
Yeah, he stated that let's not say anything. Yes.
And when did he tell you that?
That was recently when the mayor did her response earlier this week to the meeting. So she did a media response.
I'm not clear.
She did a media response, and basically the statement that she put in that media response was what was the final outcome that he stated that could come out.
And the mayor made a media response earlier this week? Huh? Register guard. The register guard. Were we informed of that media response? Did anyone on the council get that? Huh? Why not?
Not required.
Not required?
No, not prior to release.
Well, even after. Well, I don't know what I read her response.
Can you?
I read reporters.
You read the reporter's interpretation.
Can you guys speak up, please?
We read a reporter's interpretation of what the mayor's media response was. We never saw the mayor's media response, and I would now request a copy of that.
Fine. Exactly what I said to the reporter.
I'd like to read exactly what you said.
It's in the newspaper.
Oh, the newspaper's here, Mr. Hubbard. Is that exactly what she said?
It was an email. It was copied and pasted. Yes.
Word for word.
I don't know that I used the entire quote.
So there might have been things that you left out.
I don't remember.
Don't remember it for you. I'd like to see it. I want to see it. You don't think that's unreasonable? Anybody think that's unreasonable?
No.
I want to see the mayor's response.
Sure. What I said is what he printed. In fact, he asked for more and I didn't
This is-
respond.
With all due respect, this is not a debate.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
I'm Audie Spleedoff, 47587 Keller Road. I'm also running for council this next session. And my thing is I hear all the time, well, the lawyer said this, the lawyer said that, and it's an interpretation from Mr. Gomez over here. And is it in writing anywhere? Does it have to be in writing, or do we take somebody else's interpretation of what somebody else is saying, especially when it's coming from a lawyer? Because is the lawyer saying, yes, it's okay to put bullet points out, and then he turns around and says no, but is that in writing anywhere that he said yes, it's okay, and then no, it's not? Or is it someone else's interpretation? That's what I want. And I believe that's what council should do.
So are we done with the minutes?
Well,
We still need to vote on.
Councilor Holcomb,
There was a motion and it was already seconded.
however, to answer your question that we had, when are we going to see that email?
I'll email, once I figure out how to do it, I'll email it to you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Now we can.
how do you know how to forward an email? Councilor Holcomb,
Aye.
Councilor McMillan,
Aye.
Mayor Rowland,
Aye.
Councilor Carl,
Aye.
Councilor Doubleman,
Aye.
Councilor Holston,
No.
Mayor, may I make a comment? Let's wait one, Jeffers.
I said just a minute, just a minute.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Go ahead, Jerry.
The motion was out of order. We're arguing about the consent. If there's anything wrong with any part of the consent agenda, we cannot make a motion on that. Make a motion on the part that was wrong. And then you can accept the consent agenda.
So are we making a motion on the amended agenda or minutes?
This last motion, and then we address this.
So who had the original motion?
I did. I made a motion. I did make the motion so that we could have the discussion.
So we're making a motion now to rescind
I'm making a motion to rescind
the vote.
the vote.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to rescind the motion. Discussion?
Oh, discussion here.
So are we making a motion to accept the consent agenda?
Where we stand.
As amended.
Vote on it, and then we address it.
That was